Okay, so we're, yeah.
2nd of May, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
Okay, so we are we're in this complicated case. The man makes one claim of Geneva, swears to it, then he retracts, makes a second claim that it was lost from me, and then he swears to it. And then the witnesses come and they refute him with their testimony in regard to his first claim, and they testify that it was not stolen from him at all. And then he himself, the shomer on the item in question, he's hoda basraisa. He admits to swearing falsely on the claim that it was lost from him. And what we want to know, says Rashi, the Gemora is asking, is he going to be chayav on the chomesh based upon having made the second shvua that he claimed that it was lost from him, or not? Or he won't be chayav the chomesh. So rather than what I'd like to do is to see there's a long Rashi over here. It looks like Rashi's going to explain a few things, and let's just take a look right away at the Rashi and see if we can figure out what the Rashi is saying over here, and then put it back into the words of the Gemora. Oh, so we said on this first short Rashi, in other words, the Gemora says the Gemora says is the din that he's chayav to pay the chomesh based upon the second shvua, or is the din that he's not chayav to pay the chomesh? And the Gemora speaks out the Gemora has two ways of looking at it, and it can't determine which way is the correct way. So it's presenting the question. The first way of looking at it is to say that the mammon is requiring him to pay kefil, and that would pater him from a chomesh. And he was chayav to pay kefil based upon his first claim that he made that it was stolen from him. So if we go with the first shvua, the first claim that he made, it sounds like he was going to be chayav kefil on that basis, and then that would absolve him from the payment of chomesh. Oh, Dilma, says the Gemara, perhaps shvua chayav to kefil, patroso min chomesh. So that's what's hard to understand. Not sure exactly what that means. V'hashvub basraisa hoyel v'lo kol mechayva leikfula chayav desh kumsha. And so the second shvua, since it did not obligate him to pay kefil, so then he would be chayav to pay chomesh. Okay, so let's see how Rashi explains these words in the Gemora. Let's go to this this long Rashi and see if Rashi speaks out what the two sides are over here. Looking to explain what are the two sides. According to the first side, he's going to be Pater from Chomesh. According to the second side, he's going to be Chayiv and Chomesh. What are these two sides all about?
Okay, on this one, the Odilma, or perhaps Shemechayev Kefel Patarto Min Chomesh. That when he makes an oath that scribes and Kefel who make them putter from the Chomesh. Kagon, Farith, who Modeh, if he admits it, Hashta, now Kamaya on the first time, Acha Hadat Edim, after the witnesses came to testify, who Mifater Mechomesh. In that case, he would definitely be putter from the Chomesh. Aval Hashta, but now the Abreta, on the second oath we're talking about, Odeh, he admits it. Bahach Shvua, and now with the Shvua, Lo Mechayev To Kefla. He wouldn't be Chayev Kefo here, according to this case. Then he would Mechayev the Chomesh. He would be Chayev the Chomesh. Okay. Because he's doing an admitting on the shvua, and he hasn't got other. This is the second shvua. Other witnesses haven't called him to knock them up yet, so therefore his admittance gives him off the hook from paying the kefil, but he does have to pay the chomesh and bring the ashen. The hacha here, leka lemema. There isn't to say yitzei yidei bali that he's out of it. According to the Balim, the witness of the Balim, of the Yedei Balim, of the owners, Bishvua Rishona, with the first. There isn't to say that he's off the hook with the Balim because of the Shua Rishona. The Chi, because in this Amrina we say like, Heicha, how is it the Atu that it is for you, that it comes Sahade Ashua, witnesses on the Shua, Shnia, witnesses on the second Shua. The Amrim, we say Ashua on the Shua, Chinam, he'd be exempt. Lo Machayim Kevu, become Chayim Chevel. Aval, Hechi, the Ode, here that he admits it on it, Kaima, it's established above Hashvia Alav, the one who makes a shvu on it, Chamisha Ha'amim. So there's a certain case about you doing it 5 times. Inyan Chomesh, in the matter of the Chomesh, in terms of the Ashim, Lo Shadi, it didn't teach lay. Bein Hashvua Atzmo, between the Shua itself, Lishvua and Lishvua Dayanim, the Shua of the judges. Ubilvad Shechaper Maman, and only that he shall he's trying to deny the money. Okay, not an easy Rashi. I'll say that.
Okay. Okay, first thing to bear in mind is Rashi is making all of this explanation over here on the as you see from the Dibur Maskil, O Dilma, Shua Hamachaybo Kefil, Patrosum in a Chomish. That's going on the second side where it says, or maybe we say like this. In other words, this is the second side that Rashi is spending all this time explaining over here. Really, and he didn't seem to spend too much time on the first side for some reason. That's just one observation over here, that he's making his comments over here on the second side. Generally, what that means is that he feels the first side doesn't need any explanation because it's Pashtus. That side is the more understandable and logical side. Okay, so let's try to go over this one again. Odil Meshvur HaMachayv Tov Kefil, or perhaps the Shvur that is Machayev him Kefil, that is the one that patters him from the Chomish. Right. So, V'hashvur Basraisa. I just want to read. I just want to read what it said in the first side. Mammon Machayav to Kefil. Potter min a Chomish. V'ho Chayav le ilo b'kfeila. Okay, Mammon is Machayev Kefil. That's the first side, and here we're saying Dilma Shvur is what's Chayav Machayev Kefil. Is it the Mammon that's Chayav Kefil, or is it the Shvur which is Chayav Kefil? What's the diff? What do those two things mean? What does it mean that the Mammon is Machayev Kefil, obligates the Kefil? As opposed to saying the second side says that the shvur is that which is machayev the kefil.
I thought we were reading it that Mammon was defining the nature of the response to the oath, that it was he's being fined, and therefore he pays kefil, and therefore he doesn't pay chumash.
Yeah, that's what we explained.
So I'm not sure what you're asking now about Mammon versus kefil.
Well, those are the two sides of the Gemora. The first side, if you take a look at the words of the Gemora, Gemora says, what's the din over here? And then it presents two sides. Do we say that the Mammon is what's Chayav the Kefil, and therefore Mammon is Mammon HaMachayev to Kefil, that's what patters from the Chomish. And over here, in this case, V'hoy Chayav le in this way, he's going to be chayav the shomer in kefil in regard to the deposited item, because he claimed that it was stolen from him. And if so then we're going to pater him from the chomish, because that claim that was disproven by the witnesses gets him chayav kefil, and therefore patron from the chomish. Or do we say that no? We say the shvua is machayav him the kefil. The shvua which is machayav kefil, that is what paters the chomish. And over here, the shvua basraisa, the shvua, we're focusing on the second shvua that he made a shvua that it was lost from him was not stolen from him. Since that shvua was not machayev him kefil, because somebody who makes a taina that it was lost from him is not going to be chayev kefil. So in that case, therefore, the chayve chumsha. So in that case, he will. If that's the case, then he should be chayev in the chumash. He'll be chayev in the chumash. Rishon al pikodan ze kefil machmas shua shenigva the chumash machmas shua she'avad. Now, interesting the way the explanation here I have says it is that in that event it's gonna be very he'll be chayev in chomish. How will he be chayev in chomish? Because we'll say that this that he's paying for the pekadam kefil, that's on account of the first shvua that he made, that it was stolen. But he'll nevertheless pay chomesh, even though he's going to be chayev kefil, but he'll pay chomesh also, because not of the first shvua, but he'll pay chomesh because of the second shvua that he made.
The second shvua is it was lost.
Yeah.
So we want to say that because he made a shvua, it was lost, he pays chomesh. So we're saying that maybe that second shvua, that it was lost, overrides the first shvua, that it was stolen. Is that what we're saying? Is that what it's saying? I'm struggling with trying to understand if this first shvua causes him to pay kefil, then he doesn't pay chamesh, period. So how is it now coming that he does pay chamesh? It has to be saying somehow it's canceling the first one, overriding the first one.
This is what I have so far. I'm still working it out myself. We know that there's a rule that you don't pay kefil and chomesh, right? That's what we know. We know that the kefil patches the chomesh, and nevertheless we have a question over here. The Gemora has a question over here: is there going to be a payment of chomesh or not?
Right.
So how could that be? So the way that it could be is because we're gonna clear a chakira over here, and we're gonna say like this. We're going to say, it's not so pashut to say, well, if it's if you're paying kefil, so you're not going to pay chomesh. No, it depends. It depends on what it is that is causing the payment of the kefil. If we say that the mammon is causing the payment of the kefil, that's the first side that the Gemora is saying over here. Mammon, machayev to kefil, and I'm not sure exactly what that means yet, but that's what the Gemora says. If it's mammon that's machayev the kefil, so then, well, you can't pay chomesh and kefil on one obligation of payment of mammon. And so therefore, he would be pater on the payment of the, if it was the mammon that's machayev him in the kefil, so then he will be pater on the chomish in that case. Or do we say that no, really, it's the shvua that's obligates in the kefil, and so if it's the and so therefore, what that means is that on one shvua you can't one shvua cannot be machayev both kefil and chomish at the same time. So if the shvua is what's obligating in the payment of the kefil, so then what? So then in this case that we've constructed over here, if the shvua the second shvua that he lost, that he swore that it was lost from him, since that shvua cannot be machayev him in kefil, because that shvua was a shvua on a claim of it was lost for me, and the claim that it was lost for me, that's not a claim that's chayev kefil. So in that sense, so therefore, if we look at it like that, so then he could end up paying, in this case, kefil and chomish, because he'll pay the kefil based upon the this that he swore on I don't know why it says that because he swore. It would seem to me that he made a claim, and the witnesses refuted his claim by saying that it wasn't stolen from him. Okay, so it's quite confusing over here, quite confusing. Don't really know what I'm talking about over here. Let's read Rashi over again and see if we can figure out what it is that's going on over here. Odilma shvua machayavto kefil. And therefore he'll be. That is okay. Let's just see the Rashi. Keep going. We're working with the second side. If he would be molded right now on the first claim that he made, that it was stolen from him, after the witnesses came and testified, he would be exempt from chomish.
He would or wouldn't?
He would be. Havi mifter milchomish.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, we said that once the witnesses come, he's chayav for chomish.
Okay, for the first thing we have to do is read what the Rashi is saying.
Right.
We have to read the words and say, what is Rashi saying? And then, as a result of reading what he says, then we can try to figure out and put together why it is that he's saying what he's saying. But right now we need a picture over here. We need a picture of what it is that the issue is. It's not really still even clear over here what this issue is that the Gemora is grappling with.
All right, so what we think he's saying so far is that when he admits to the truth of the fact that the witnesses testified to, which is that he really did lie, that somehow makes him chayav for chumash. Is that correct? What he's saying so far?
Rashi saying kagon habe mode hashta akamaisa. If he would have admitted right now on the first claim, right? The Gemora says he admitted on the second claim.
Right.
Rashi says if he would have admitted on the first claim, right after the witnesses had given their testimony that refuted his claim about the kamaisa, about it being stolen. Having mifter bichomish, he would have been exempt from having to pay chomish. So you ask, why is that? I don't know. All I'm doing is reading what it is that Rashi says. That's what Rashi says. If he didn't make this admission, he made an admission on the second statement that he said that it was lost. But he did not make any admission in regard to the first statement that he made that it was stolen from him. And
so Rashi's saying if he had made an admission on the first claim, he would have been chayav for chumash.
Then it would have been clear that it would have been chayav for chumash.
Okay, I'm with you so far.
Okay. Why? Not sure yet.
Right. Forget about the question why. I'm putting that aside.
Aval, says Rashi, but Hashta da basraisa ode, now that what he did was that he admitted only on the second claim that he made, which said it was lost from him. And that shvua on that claim that he made does not have the ability to make him obligated to pay kefil.
Right.
To chayve humsha. So accordingly, he would be chayav to pay chomesh.
Because he admitted. So because he admitted he has to pay something, and since he's admitting to loss, therefore he's chayav to pay chumash because it's not a case where kefil is relevant. Correct?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the relevance of him admitting to anything after the witnesses have come in any case is. But it does, I mean.
Right, because once the witnesses come and testify, he's got to pay anyway, regardless of whether he admits. That's right, that's confusing.
So what, but in other words, all we have so far is that if he would, we're saying like this. We're saying that there's going to be a difference in the din of him paying chomesh based upon whether his admission that he makes after the witnesses come is going to be on the kamaisa or it's going to be on the basraisa. So the two things that Rashi said is that if he would have made his admission on the kamaisa, so then he would have been patur from the chomesh. But now that he's made his admission on the basraisa, and that shvua that he made his admission on does not have the ability to make him chayav to pay kefil, because you don't pay kefil on a claim and a shvur of ton tanis aveda. Then when you claim that it was lost from you, only when you claim that it was stolen from you. So that shvur does not have the ability to make him chayav to pay kefil. So that now that he's made his admission about the basraisa, he will be chayav to pay kovesh. That's what Rashi has said so far. I do not understand it.
Well, I agree with you. I don't understand it either.
And then what does Rashi say after that? He has a kasha. You can't say over here in this case that he has fulfilled his obligation to the bailing, the owner of the item who's taking him to Bezdin and claiming him in Bezdin for the item that he deposited by him, b'shvur rishona, based upon the fact that he made the first shvur that it was stolen from him. Because it sounds like if he would have been yotze with that, then that would have been the end of the story, and we wouldn't have had the question that we have. I'm reading like also sahade ashvua shnia. I'm reading ashvua schinam loy machayvekve. Aber heke the ode Allah kaimelon le'el. Hashbiya alav chamisha pamim le'inyan chomesh v'asham lo shani le bein shvuas atzmo shvuas dayonim u'bilvad shifor aman. Okay, wow. So, okay.
We need a chart, Rabbi. I'm not sure what the chart should say, but we need something to make this more clear what's happening.
Yeah, I don't understand the two sides that the Gemora is presenting over here. Let's see if there's any explanation over here.
He's not being hopeful, is he? By admitting, trying lying.
What's that?
He's not being hopeful, is he? By saying that he lied.
He's not being hopeful?
That he might get out of it. The first, he didn't admit to the first one. The witnesses came and said that he was lying. So why would we believe the second time?
Why would we believe the second time? Why would we believe his admission after he's been shown to be a liar?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, if someone that you don't trust admits that he did something wrong, would you believe him?
Probably not.
You would say, "Oh no, he's a tzaddik. I don't believe him that he did anything wrong." Is that what you would think? Because he doesn't tell the truth.
I'd be cautious about believing him.
Generally,
Ulterior
The
motive.
principle is as follows. The principle is as follows. If a person has what to gain by saying what he's saying, so if he's not trustworthy, so we don't trust him. But if he says something which is against his interests, is there a reason that we have to not believe him?
Yes.
What's the reason?
He's saying it because he knows that he's probably got no out, but maybe if he confesses or seems to confess, then the court will go easier on him.
Okay.
How is he making things better for himself by admitting that he did something that was admitting to his lie? How is that making things better for him? He's admitting that it wasn't true what he said. Why should I don't understand? Why should we not accept that?
We'll pick it up tomorrow. There's a long note in the art scroll that's explaining.
Oh, okay.
It's on number 3 on page 108A1, note 3.
Uh-huh.
Which note are you referring to, Phil? Number 3?
Number 3, because it really talks about whether the oath. There's a whole question about whether he made the oath on his own or the court told him he had to make an oath. If he made an oath on his own, it's not the same weight. It's a whole thing. We'll have to read that one.
Oh, that's the second thing that Rashi says. That's just avoiding the kasha. But what's the pashut pshat in the Gemora's question? We need to know.
It gets it answers also then what Rabbi Muhammad says about that too. It continues on.
Okay. Very good.
Okay. Take care.
All the best, everybody.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Bye, Lou. Bye, Roy. Bye, Phil.
Bye.